Good morning. We're working on math lesson 6.3. Find the number of equal groups. I can separate a number of objects into equal groups of a given size to find the number of equal groups. So down below here, they want you to write your own word problem. It says, spark your learning. Kara sees these mugs at a store. Write a word problem about the picture. Show equal groups to solve the problem. So you can't just say that there were 8 mugs and you broke 2, how many were left? It wants you to show something that has equal groups. So we're going to just start out with Kara has 8 mugs. What, Lexi? Okay, so Kara has 8 mugs. She's got to divide them into equal groups. So we could say, how many equal groups do you think? 4 equal groups?
Yeah.
She sorts them into 4 equal groups. Okay. If you're at home watching, you should turn off the stop your video and guess how many mugs are in each group. Okay, so that's the next thing you need to write. How many mugs are in each group? That would be your question. That's a word problem. Kara has 8 mugs. She sorts them into 4 equal groups. How many mugs are in each group? Then you could draw a picture. We're sorting them into 4 groups, right? And we know there are 8, so we can do what we did yesterday. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So now, to answer our question, how many mugs are there in each group? There are 2 mugs in each group. If you're recording at home, please stop your video and finish this. So there are 2 mugs in each group. Okay, we're going to go on to page 148. That's the back of the page we were just doing. It says, build understanding. Daryl has 15 mugs to ship. That means he's going to mail them off or send them by UPS or FedEx or whatever. He puts 3 mugs in each box. How many boxes does Daryl need for the mugs? He has 15 mugs. He puts 3 mugs in each box. We're going to go down, and there's a place to draw a picture. So we're going to draw 15 mugs. It says he puts 3 mugs in each box. So what do we have to do first? Our circles for our groups or 15 mugs? 15 mugs. So we don't have time to sit and draw mugs. Okay? So I'm just going to make circles, and those are going to represent my mugs. 15 of them. Let me know when you get 15 drawn. If you're watching at home, please draw your 15 mugs. Okay, we need to go back up and answer these questions. It says, how many mugs are there? It told us that in the story, right?
Yeah.
How many were there? 15 mugs, and you need to write mugs.
Yeah.
And then we're going to write what we did. What did we do in our box? We drew 15 things to represent the mugs, right? So I can draw 15 circles to represent the mugs. If you're at home, please turn off your video. Okay, looking at our picture and thinking about what we're going to draw. Okay, looking at your picture, how many, if he puts 3 mugs in each box, what are we going to do to represent 3 mugs in each box? Okay, let's type that up here with our mugs. I can circle 3 objects to find the number of boxes Daryl will need. Okay, if you're at home, please stop your video and get this down. So we're going to go into our drawing and we're going to circle groups of 3. Just circle groups of 3. And then the question is, how many boxes does Daryl need for all the mugs? How many circles did we make? 5 boxes. How is this different than yesterday? What did we do yesterday when we drew? Do you remember? Didn't we draw our groups and then fill in our objects or our whatever we were working with? And today, what are we doing? We're putting our how many objects we have and then making our groups. So today, we're finding the number of equal groups. Yesterday, we found out how many things to put in our equal groups.
Yeah.
Okay?
The very first page, on the front, we did that.
Okay. Please go to your next page. Tamia needs to ship plates. She has 24 plates and some boxes like this. She puts 4 plates in each box. How many boxes does Tamia use? How many plates are in each group? What did it tell us right here? 4 plates in each box. So that tells us how many plates are going to be in our group. 4 plates. And then they gave you a drawing of 24 circles here representing the plates, right? And how many are going to be in each group? So you should go in and circle groups of 4 to find how many equal groups of 4 there are. How many equal groups? Yes, but it says how did you make the equal groups? What did we do?
Circle.
I circled.
Wait, what?
Groups of 4 until all 24 counters, these are counters, were in groups. Okay, if you're at home, stop your video and make sure you have all this. All right, here it's, and there were 6 boxes. Here at school, we're going to do the check for understanding on our own. So I would like for you at home to do the check for understanding, maybe get a piece of scratch paper and draw these out. Or if you can figure them out in your brain by skip counting, or you can do that too. So go ahead and turn your video off and do the check for understanding, and then we're going to go to the on your own and we're going to complete some of those on the back. Okay, so you should have went in on the check your understanding maybe and drawn some pictures. So 21 bowls were packed in with 3 bowls in each box. So if you drew your 21, you could have circled groups of 3, and you would know that you would need 7 boxes. So you can check if you did that right. There are 10 vases on a flower store has 10 vases. Zach puts 2 vases on each shelf until they are all put away. So you could have drawn 10 and grouped them in groups of 2, and that would have given you 5 shelves. And then on number 3, Pam teaches dance class for 16 hours each week. Each class lasts 2 hours. How many classes does Pam teach? Well, if I took 16 and I drew 16 circles or whatever you wanted to draw to represent your hours, and then you grouped them in groups of 2, you would have seen that she teaches 8 classes. Okay, then I had the kids at home or at school do number 5 and 7. So stop your video and do number 5 and 7, and then come back and see if you have the right answer. So 72 buttons made and 9 buttons on each shirt. So you could have drawn 72 buttons and circled groups of 9 to get 8 shirts. And then on 7, we would draw 36 inches of ribbon. So you could have drawn 36 boxes all together. And you should have went back and circled groups of 6. So there would be 4 picture frames. Now we're going to talk about number 4 on your own. Mr. Kinner has 28 peppers to sell. He packages the peppers into equal groups of 4. How many packages can Mr. Kinner make? Explain how you solve. What would we do? But how would we represent that? We can do 28. Now, on the computer, there's not a divide sign. So this also means divide. Divide by 4 equals, and we're trying to find that out. How are we going to do that? What would we do? Draw 28 circles. Then what would we do? Then circle groups. Yes, if you're in the classroom, you need to be writing of 4. So does anybody know how many 4s are in 28? I would have 7 groups of 4 or 7 packages. Okay, if you're watching the video, you might need to stop here. Okay, we're going to go down to number 6. It says write a word problem about 42 toy blocks in equal groups of 7. Solve the word problem. Okay, so we could say that Hayden has 42 toy blocks, right? What is Hayden going to do? What do we need to show? Lexi.
He is going to build a tower.
Is that going to give us 7 groups?
Yeah.
Okay. He is going to build 7 towers. How many blocks will he have in each tower? Question mark. If you're watching this video at home, stop this and figure it out. He will have 6 blocks. Ooh, not flocks. Blocks in each tower.